guys, this is my first vlog. Woo! I wanted to record it because I just got back from my first ever horse riding lesson, and it was freaking awesome. I loved it. Basically, I got to ride a horse called Ivy. She was a painted horse, even though she didn't have a whole lot of white splotches. She was basically black and, a little bit of white on her, and she's a medium-sized horse, which is cool. I think she was a good size for a beginner horse. I was originally going to be riding a horse called Major, which is apparently a big horse, and he actually has a little bit of a bad temper when you're not on his back. So I guess Linda, the owner of the place, decided he wouldn't be a good choice for me to start with. But yeah, Ivy was really easy to ride. She was very well behaved. My trainer, Kelly, clearly has a very good bond with the horse because the horse kept on wanting to try and follow her the whole time. So that was the only behavioral issue I had with the horse really while I was riding her. I just had to keep correcting her to bring her back towards the side of the indoor arena that I was training in, instead of, veering towards Kelly. So that was cool. Basically, what I was taught, first I was shown how to saddle the horse, put all the saddle equipment on it, how to clean their hooves, which I kind of already knew, how to brush it, how to lead it out to where we were going to train, and then after I was on it, I pretty much just learned how to walk it around, how to stop it, how to slow it, how to turn it, correct posture for riding it, and it was really fun. I didn't get to trotting, which was a little bit disappointing. Well, I shouldn't say that. I wasn't disappointed at all with the lesson. But I was eager to get to trotting, but then I ran out of time because I only have 1 hour lessons, and that includes saddling the horse up, unfortunately. So I'm already kind of looking into getting 2 lessons a week instead of 1 lesson a week, which won't even be too expensive. Because my first 3 Saturdays, including my lesson today, are private lessons, which are $35 for an hour, and then when I start doing it twice a week, if I stick with that idea, then it'll only be $25 per lesson because I'll be working with a group instead of private lessons. So that's pretty cool. It'll work well. That's my phone going off. Yeah, I know I'm being unprofessional checking. Cool. Basically, a friend just liked the fact that on Twitter that I wrote I enjoyed my lesson, so that's awesome. Relevant, yay. What was I saying? Yeah, it'll only be $25 a lesson twice a week if I do what I want to do, which is cool because I don't normally spend, I usually spend around $50 or maybe between $30 and $40 a week on food at work and random other things. So it really won't, if I just, start bringing my own lunch to work instead of paying for the food there, then I'll be spending basically the same amount of money as I always have been. And I'm getting horse lessons out of it, which is awesome. And I felt so much better after getting, during the lesson as well as afterwards. I'm still feeling good from it, which is great. So I want to have that feeling as often as possible because I'm not depressed when I'm feeling like this, which is awesome. So I think horses are going to do me a lot of good. It felt a lot more natural than I was expecting to be on a horse today. And my legs and my butt started hurting while I was up there fairly quickly. And immediately after jumping off the horse, I was a bit sore still too. But then not very long after that, I started feeling fine. And I feel fine now. But I know I'm probably going to be really sore again in the morning. But that's okay. I'm not worried. It's worth it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I actually did cut my hair yesterday after visiting the farm to check it out. The idea was that it would be less in the way while I was riding if I had it cut shorter, but it actually ended up being the opposite because Kelly was telling me how most of the people there, and I guess in general, if you're female, they actually have longer hair because it's easier to tie back in a ponytail to keep it out of your face. I think my hair is actually still long enough to do that, so I'm not too worried. So basically just for next lesson, the only thing different that I have to do is tie up my hair and also get some warm gloves for my hands. Because I had to borrow today because I hadn't thought about that. Yeah. So I guess that kind of sums it up. It was a lot of fun. I don't know if it would be possible to actually get any video of me on a horse anytime soon. Today I had my mom drive me there, and she kind of hung out in the car, parked there during the duration of my lesson, then she drove me home again. In the future, she's probably not going to stick around for the entire time, but if she ever does, I might, ask permission after I've been there a couple times for lessons for her to come and see what I'm doing. So yeah. Also, on a side note, don't mind the mess in the background. Over here on my table, I don't know how well you can see it, I've got like a box and bags and stuff. The box had my new boots in it for riding, and bags had my like new shirt and pants. This is a new shirt. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's all fancy and professional looking, and I love it. Yeah. So I had a good time. I'm very, very glad with how it went. I feel like it might become, if all my lessons were as enjoyable as they went today, then I think it's probably going to become an addiction, riding for me. So we'll see. I might end up paying even more money in the future just so that I've got more opportunities to ride. Even if it's not lessons, I might just find somewhere that I can, pay to ride a horse and just, ride it at my leisure. I don't know if that's possible, but I'll look into it in the future at the time. Whenever, I might want to do that. Did I mention that try again. The horse tripped once while I was on it today because I was walking it back to the barn after my lesson, and she tripped. I don't know if it was over herself or on one of the muddy spots along the dirt path, but she tripped, and it was more fun for me than I think it should have been. I stayed on just fine, like she caught herself, she didn't fall over or anything like that, but that was interesting. It was fun. I liked it. So, yeah, I may or may not do a video every time I have a horse riding lesson. It depends how I feel. If I feel great, I will probably do one. I don't see why not, unless I'm short on time or something, because I am going to start taking lessons during the week instead of on Saturdays after my initial 3 Saturday lessons, if I'm able to. Meaning it'll be in the morning, meaning it'll be before I go to work at 1:30 p.m. or 2:45 p.m., depending on whether or not I still have mandatory overtime. So I might just have to get home, take a shower, eat food, and leave again, depending on when my lesson is. My lesson right now on my Saturdays are 11:15 until 12:15, and it actually took me a little bit longer today to get home because I stayed for about maybe 10 extra minutes or so, because I actually, after taking the saddle and halter and everything off the horse, I actually took it and let it back to its normal paddock to let it loose there, and I talked with Kelly for a few minutes, so we'll see. So yeah, I don't know how long this vlog was. I felt quick, but it was probably longer than it felt like. I don't know. Not that it matters. Rambling a little bit. Also coffee, because coffee is great. So yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next vlog. I don't know when it'll be. Obviously, I'm not depressed right now, so I'm not making a depressed vlog, even though that was kind of the purpose of this channel, was to upload whenever I'm feeling depressed, if I feel like I need to talk about my problems or whatever. But I've decided I'm going to post vlogs even when I'm happy, because why not? I don't want the channel to be completely negative. So, anything else I can ramble about? I don't think so. Oh yeah, I guess I might as well just let you know really quickly. For some of my vlogs, most of them probably I'll be using this webcam. Just because I don't have to hold it. It's, it's steady. It's not gonna have weird camera movements and be annoying for you guys to watch. But I have like a hammock chair right over here. You can't see it, but it's over there. That I think would be fun to record in sometime, or just on the couch or something. But if I did that, it would be with my phone, and I don't have a mount for my phone. I'd be holding it. So it might be a little bit more awkward there. I have to keep my hands up the whole time and all that kind of crap. So, just depends how I feel. Anyways, done rambling. Hope you all have a wonderful day. I know I had a great morning. Hopefully the evening will be just fine as well. And, yeah, I'll catch you again soon, probably. So, take it easy.